Hello, everyone. We are live.
Hey
Joining
there.
you. Hello, hi, everyone. You guys want to say hi
Hello.
to everyone? Hello to everyone. We are coming live from across the globe. I was gonna say board. Across the globe. We want to say good morning, good afternoon, and whatever you're at. We are the Life Changer Squad, and we're so glad. Excuse me, we're so glad to have you guys join us for our episode 2. If you guys didn't catch us on the first one, we are here again for our episode 2 as we share what this business is about, our journey, and hoping that this will be a platform or sort of like an opportunity for you to see what this business can do for you based on what we will be discussing today. So I guess before we start, if anyone want to just go ahead and say hello to everyone, I guess we'll start with Percy. You want to say hello?
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Percy Mendoza from based in Belgium, but I'm originally from the Philippines.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys.
Anyone want to go next? Veronica, you want to go?
Sure. I actually found the unmute button. I am Veronica. I live in Basel in Switzerland, so halfway around the world from Lala. Yeah, we are maybe a little bit of an intro also of the group. We're a group of people who are doing online businesses, and we're all doing the same system and the same business. And we're part of a very large community. And we decided to go live on Sundays so that we can share what we're doing, like Lala said. I'm have evening over here in Switzerland, and I've been in the business now for almost a year. And yeah, we can talk a little bit more about details later, I think.
Yeah, awesome. Sandy, you want to go?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm from Surrey, BC, Canada, and I've been in the business for about 2 months and few days.
Amazing, amazing.
Lope?
Next, okay.
Hi, good afternoon from Montreal,
Yeah.
originally from the Philippines. First of all, my name is Lope, originally from the Philippines. I've been in the business for quite some time now, and I'm happy to be with these ladies. I'm learning more and more as the journey goes on.
Awesome. So we are again the Life Changer Squad. Like what Veronica said, we have a bigger community, but this is just a partial of what this community has or involves. So, shall we jump into, I guess, our topics for today?
Sure.
Uh, yeah, okay. So we're gonna have some questions that's just gonna get thrown, and then we'll go from there. So let's see. Are we throwing the question out first in the?
I will do so. Shall I show that one first because I
Yeah,
forgot to turn it
welcome.
on before? Welcome.
Welcome. So as a backstory, a lot of us, this is our first time, right, to go live, and so bear with us. We're learning the process, so that's
And
the best
having fun
part.
doing it.
Yes, yes, that's the fun part. We all went out of our comfort zone, and that we usually kind of take.
Mhm.
That's partial of what the business is. We go out of our comfort zone, and this is one of them. So we learn as we go, and so we will eventually perfect it. Okay, so uh, so we have some questions that we just have that comes up the board. So it just basically, what made us take the leap of faith to start this business? I guess I'll start off, and then we'll just go around. So like I said, for this business, for me, there was a lot of let's say situations that I kind of wanted. And when I got into this business, I saw an ad of a mom who had similar situation, who had similar dreams, and so I kind of was tired of the same old routine. And I knew that there was more out there to be able to provide for my family without having to sacrifice my own time and be available for my family. So what kind of made me take the leap of faith was really when I went into the business, when I looked into it, did my own diligence. Of course, I prayed on it. And when I eventually met the community, or the people behind all of this community, it kind of just showed me that it's real, right? It's not something scammable or whatever. Of course, skeptical, but I took that leap of faith because I knew that I wanted a change, basically. And if I stayed there, I wasn't going to go anywhere in my part. But of course, I did my own research, and when I saw how legit it was, then that's basically confirmed everything in that aspect. But it's the bigger picture. So it's they say like it. I always say that when you have faith, sometimes you can't see it, right? You have to faith is something you can't see. So I definitely it took a risk, but I feel like it was a worth risk, and all that kind of stuff. So that's me. So I guess I'll go ahead and turn it into or unless anybody want to volunteer to go first, or kind of like go next or whatnot.
You get to choose, Lala.
I get to choose. Okay.
Colin told us.
Okay. How about we go with Lope? I'm staring at you, so.
Okay. Yes, I did a leap of faith, but not immediately because many of us saw this opportunity, but a little bit of skeptical. Is it really true? Especially when I was welcome into the dream team, I saw the big potential, the people earning thousands, and I really didn't um, like made me more skeptical seeing
Mhm.
those things. So I made the research. I did my part, and what if this one is the real business or the opportunity for me to work from home because of my previous experiences and things that had happened into my life, because a few years ago I was diagnosed with the big C. And since then, I really wanted to work from home, avoid stress from coworkers. Although my coworkers then were very good, but of course, being under the supervision of somebody else and being me an immigrant, I was working with the people who were born here, and I really don't speak the language well, which is French. So it's a little bit stressful for me. So I did a sign up, made some verifications online, and when I was able to talk with my coach, who are now um, very much known in the community,
Mhm.
that was then that the skepticism vanished away. So
Yeah.
that's me.
Thank you, Lupe. You want to go, Sandy?
Okay, sure. Okay, so I joined the business because like I wanted to have more time. Like I work in the movie industry, so I usually work like 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that doesn't give much time to spend with family, especially when it's
Mhm.
Saturday. I just want to rest from the long hours,
Right.
and then on the Sunday I have to do all the other house chores. So the other reason too is because like right now there was a strike in the US for the actors and the writers.
Mhm.
So that made me realize like I had to had a backup, like some not depending on a job, because in the movie industry, like when you don't work, you don't get paid.
Mhm.
So I, sorry, I look at business, and it piqued my interest. So I paid the 149, and then I went into the group, and then I started to see, like the result from other people. So that
Mhm.
really interests me. Um, but I still, like I wasn't too skeptical. Like I wanted to take a risk, and because like I love to have more freedom in my life,
Mhm.
to do stuff.
Mhm.
So when I had the opportunity to go to one of the conventions for the business, and that's when I really opened my mind and say, okay, this business is for me. Because like one thing is when you see people, like right now, okay, like I can see
Yeah.
it from anywhere, and then seeing the pictures. But when I went to the convention, I saw those people were reals, and
Mm.
they've been in the business, and the results were there. So that really changed my, like it really like approved like this business is for me. So that's the main reason why, the community that I saw there.
Amazing. Thank you. We
Mhm.
all know that it was a legit thing.
Yes.
So, so amazing. Thank you. Veronica, you want to go?
Sure. Um, yeah, for me, I had really, really liked since the time of COVID that we could work from home.
Mm.
And as I left my old job for different reasons, but mainly to make sure that I had a balance, work-life balance, because I mean, in corporate jobs, which I've had for very many years, there's a lot of stress and pressure, just like in any job, different than being a nurse. We have a lot of nurses, they have a totally different kind of stress. So I respect that.
Mhm.
But I did realize I didn't want to go back to being tied in an office, always sitting in the same chair in the same office. And I had to be there at a certain time and not being flexible and always having to check if you had to leave or, just this regular schedule. I don't know. I'm old enough where I'm to the point where I'm saying, I don't want that anymore. A little
Yeah.
bit arrogant, maybe. I don't know. But I just thought for the last period of time, I want to do something where I can be flexible, where I can have my own freedom and make my own decisions. Of course, wanting to earn a good amount doing it and having more freedom. And I thought I had found that in a freelance option, but I just realized it's just the spot where I'm at that's different. But still
Yeah.
working 10 to 12 hours a day just to make enough money, it was just not what I wanted, and it also did not work like I thought it would. And then I saw this, and when I saw it, also, I think everybody with a regular human skepticism is normal and it's healthy, because there's a lot of things on the internet that we really don't know. Is it true or is it not true? So we did the same thing. I mean, your story sounded a lot like mine. That I checked it out, I read, and it's like, okay, this sounds like something I want to look further into. And being that there is a money back guarantee for a whole month to check and see, that was for me like, okay, I can't lose. It's not really a risk because you have 30 days. And if it's a scam, okay, I might lose a very small amount of money to go take that first step in. But of course, it wasn't. And when I got on the inside, I really, really saw something completely different than what I had
Mm.
expected. If you start your own business, you think you're going to be by yourself. Yes, I have a coach. Yes, I have a mentor, but I didn't know that I would have access to thousands and thousands of people and that we have these wonderful masterminds and everything that comes with that initial fee, which is
Mm.
only one time, may I ask, may I answer? And I really am shocked because it's also a very good price for what we get. And
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know anybody either, so you take that first step. That leap of faith is really, really a leap of faith when you don't know anyone who has explained it to you in advance and told you what the possibilities are. You don't know if what you're seeing is really real, but
Mhm.
I've always had a bit of an open mind. I guess that
Mhm.
helps to really look into it. But the moment I spoke to my coach, my future coach, I knew that, I mean, we clicked immediately. She explained everything openly, honestly, let me decide. There was no, you have to hurry up, none of that. And that
Mhm.
made me feel so comfortable. So within a week, I was up and started and very quickly up and running, and haven't regretted it once. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's I don't know, a leap of faith is necessary in life, just like you said,
Yes.
Lala.
correct.
And if you
Mhm.
don't, you're going to
Yeah.
always get what you always got.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I figured, what can I lose? Not so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bigger. I think we kind of have to think of a bigger picture, right? I think because some people get a little scared in the beginning, which is normal, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, like everyone here, we wanted a change, right? We wanted something different that's more sustainable, that we won't lose our mind, but be able to do what we love to do, right?
Yeah.
So this business was exactly what it was for. So thank you, Veronica.
Thanks.
Well, before we go to Percy, there's a few people on the chat. There's a bunch of other people that's watching. There's Tina. She says
Hey,
hello,
Tina.
ladies, watching from Florida. There's Marites. Hi, Marites. Thanks, sis. She's watching from Missouri. There's Elsa watching from California. Hi, Coach Rebecca, and she's watching from Toronto. She said hello, watching from Toronto. So thank you for everyone who's watching this live with us. We're so happy we have audience. We're excited. Uh, so thank you for watching and for all the for later on as well for the replay. Okay, so let's go back to Percy. Go ahead, Percy.
Okay, I unmute myself. So, hi everyone. I'm Percy. I'm in the business quite for a while. So, I started this business as well when the pandemic comes. So,
Mhm.
guys, almost 2 decades I work overseas. So, until the pandemic comes. So, our savings is a bit lost. So that's the time I searching um, possibility to earn online.
Nice.
So yeah, and I saw an ads on, I guess, on Facebook, and I keep listen because the the person in the ads is a Filipina. She lives in Canada, and after I saw ads, I reached immediately on her and I asked her if it is this business is true, and we kept in touch through Messenger, I guess. Yeah, through Messenger, and she told me everything, and yeah, I signed up and I paid immediately the membership, which is $149, and of course my partner is very skeptical. After 3 days, I guess, I asked a refund to Coach Katrina, and yeah, and Coach Katrina say, okay, we're gonna give you a refund after 2 weeks, and after I get a refund, I keep watching again and again the ads pop up on my business. I'm on my personal page, and again I had ads. I saw an ads again for from Canada. So again, I take an action. I take a leap of faith, and I go back to pay it again at 149, which is a different mentor. So that's the time our dream team get a problem on me because they have a policy about the first op. So supposed to be my mentor is Jane and Bay, and I don't know what they do in the on the on the community. So my mentor now is Angie, and my coach is Noche. So, but I don't know what they do inside the community of the Dream Team. And yeah, I started this business because I want to retire early
Mhm.
and to save a little bit to my son education and of course for our retirement. That's all.
Thank you.
May I
for-
ask a question?
Yeah.
Percy?
Yep.
What is your profession? What do you do? I forgot.
Yeah. Before I work in Jordan as a and logistics. Yeah, and also in Korea, it's the same function. And also, I work in Hong Kong and in the Prime Minister personal assistance.
Wow. You've seen
In
a
Hong
few
Kong,
places,
Wow.
that's for sure.
yes. I work in
Wow.
Jordan almost 3.5 years, and Korea
Wow.
2.5 years, and Hong Kong almost 5 years. And then I jump here in Belgium.
Wow.
We're neighbors, almost neighbors. France
Yeah.
is in
Thank
between.
you. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
But
thank
but
you guys.
I'm not a public person. I'm not. I don't like to talk in the camera. I don't like to go live. Really.
You know, it's interesting though. We are, I think all of us are, hesitant at least the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen also that there's a lot of people out there who, they just want to hear what we have to say and what our experiences are. And it's not really us that's performing. We just want to make sure that people can ask us something if that's needed, if they see that we're real people.
Yeah,
Because I think
share
that's
our
one of the things.
stories.
Yeah, before you take that first leap of faith, are they real people? Can we
Right.
can we at least ask them some questions and get some proper answers? So yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
as you see, like we all come from different background, like nurse, film industry, corporate world,
yeah.
Yeah. We are real people, everyone.
But guys, if you're immigrant in other country, and then there is a language barriers, you don't
Yeah.
have a choice. You need to step down and start in the number one. Because I experience here. Because we have a three language here, I need to start in number one.
Mm.
So it's about, yeah, we also have the same situation here in Switzerland. They have 4 national languages, which none of them I spoke when I got here. I did speak Swedish, but and there's a lot of international companies, but it's so
Yeah.
much more limited to find a job if you don't. Speaking is one thing, the language, but writing it,
Yeah.
being able to have a proper and nice administrative, it's not that easy. And then of course there's not many jobs to choose from, let alone one that you like.
Hmm.
It's not just taking a job, you really want to enjoy what you do.
Yes. That's
I,
true,
I would
Veronica.
say, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that's for
And I have,
any immigrant that comes to a country. Like, for example, my parents when they came here, I mean, they couldn't do their job that they were doing back in Panama, so they had to, like, do something different, and like, and that's how they got in. Because my dad, for example, like he was an electrician and he tried to get in, but the position that they were given to him was like way back north, and we're like from Panama, like it's so hot. Go to like the North Pole, like that's too cold.
yeah, big difference.
Mhm.
Being that I live in Switzerland, I just want to remind everybody that that we have we're on time so far. We don't have any questions in the chat. I checked the comments, but we have just a few more minutes, and then
Well, there's
our
one
time
question. I
is.
mean, I know Percy answered that question, but so how do you guys find like how do you find out about the business? Through an ad, through a friend?
I was from an ad.
Yeah.
For me, I saw an ads via Facebook.
So
Yeah, me
what
too.
what in the ad,
From
like
ads.
what do you saw in the ad that piqued your interest?
For me, I think it was a similar situation, right? Like I mentioned earlier, she was a mom who was wanting to get away from her multiple jobs and have more freedom, and not just time freedom for the family, but I think also financially freedom. And she was also Filipino, right? So she was an immigrant. But I have a history. My families are immigrant. They came here, so I understood the multiple jobs. And the situation I was in as well. I was working those long hours, but that's where I was basically what attracted me, was a similarity of dreams and struggle.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me, it's Facebook ads and the couple who are Coach Dave and Coach Roxanne, very active in the church ministry, and I do so. So that attracted me the most.
What about you, Percy?
Uh, my mentor was mm,
So was it through a YouTube or Facebook that you saw the ad?
Facebook as well.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Am I
and
the only YouTuber in the group?
No, I'm a
Uh,
YouTuber too.
Yeah, I was on YouTube, but I wasn't even searching for that at the moment. But I had, of course, in Google somewhere said, online jobs. Um, yeah, and I saw a group of people, not just one person, and they just look so happy and so, free and flexible. Exactly the things that I was looking for. And yeah, the one thing for me that's a little bit more personal is that I saw they were Filipinas. I could tell that because I have a Filipino son. He's adopted. So, of course, that made me even more interested. Turns out that my coach and my um, mentor both are from the exact same town that my son is from. So, I don't believe it was a coincidence. I do believe in God incidences. So, I believe it was meant to be. And I'm extremely happy that I had
mhm.
that coincidence. Yeah. So I got it from a YouTube ad.
Yeah,
awesome.
for me it was the same thing. Like I've been on hold because of the strike. So I've been doing, like all these years, like side like a passive side income, like a print on demand and YouTube channel. Um but then I was, going through the watching YouTube, like all the things that like interest me, and then I saw so many times many of the ads, but the ads that I saw, like it didn't relate it to me because it was more like a mom, and I'm not a mom. um, but then I finally got one of them that they shot one of the events, like the one that I went to Calgary, and it was a group of business owners, and they were talking about, like they were doing this business travel, but it wasn't really like a business because they were having fun too at the same time. And then the travel, like is tax deductible because it's part of the business. So that's one of the things that piqued my interest because, like I love traveling. So yeah, it was through a YouTube ad.
Yeah,
Awesome.
social media online platforms are useful. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bigger broad, right? It's a big community, and you attract a bigger audience, right?
Mhm.
So, but we all agree that we all was relatable at some point, right? Is why
Yeah.
we got into this business. And I always say that it's also because that you're related, but in the same time, like I always say, we wanted change. That's the main thing, right? We wanted
Yeah.
a different path than what we really already have. And I think that's what brings everybody together. And we are in that same goal, same mind to just kind of tackle. So we're, for all the people who's watching now or even the replay, if you're wanting change, you're wanting to finally switch to a different platform or a different path, this business will be definitely something great to look into.
Yeah.
And you can reach with everyone here that's here on this video. But yeah, do we have any? I know
I wanted
we're.
to add something else.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say to everyone, like, sometimes we get carry on with life, like work and just doing the same stuff all the time, that we forget to live the moment. So, like sometimes we need to take that leap of faith, like to change our life and be able to spend more time with our loved ones, because you never know what could happen.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Like stress. like Lope was saying. Like
Yeah.
for me too, like sometimes, like stress, I have a stress at work, and one of the reasons that I got like a thyroid problem because of that. So I try just to, live like a more calm life.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that I think I have never been so balanced and so calm, and so I've never been like this before. I mean, since I've been 19, I've been working full time pretty much. And it's just nice to be able to know that you can choose your own, make your business your own, the way that it fits you in your life and around. I don't have a big family, but I do have one, and I'm glad I'm here for any moment that they need me. Take an
Yes.
airplane and fly somewhere immediately if you want to. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, it's been the perfect solution.
Yeah.
And it's really enjoyable,
Yeah, we get
It's
to
not
meet,
just solutions, it's the fun.
and we get to meet, like these people. We all didn't know each other, just an
No.
FYI to everyone who's watching.
Yeah.
We were just combined together with a challenge that we are going with this community that we have with the business. And they put us in a group, and here's the Life Changer Squad. So,
Yeah,
so
and
it's
I
amazing.
just would like to add something on the thing why I did join this business. Um, because of the sickness that I had. I was in like they say it's 5 years to recuperate or to have it like totally healed from cancer. And a few years after the diagnosis, I was laid off from my job, and that was the time that I saw this business. And aside from total healing that I prayed for something to do on the side to earn or to have something to earn something, because we just had bought a house then. Losing a job will be like everything will be under the shoulder of my husband, and one income in the family, it's not enough. So I really thank God that He led me to this business. Of course, it's not immediate that you will be earning much, right? We still have to work on. This is not a quick rich business, but if you have the faith, you're consistent, you will be there one day.
Yeah,
And
you
in
need
this
to have a
community,
strong
we'll get the
mindset.
support, mindset,
Mhm.
and support. And Lope, what you just said that relates to what we'll be talking about in the future. We'll talk about, what kind of skills we need when we start such a business,
Mhm.
and how that works for anybody. We're all in different walks of life, and there's even truck drivers and mechanics and engineers and nurses, everything, and everybody wonders how do you start. So that we get to talk about next time.
Yes. So, with that said, we want to thank you for everyone, for all the people who's watching us live and later for the replay. Catch us for next Sunday. I believe it might be the same time, or well, we'll post it. We'll kind of watch us or follow us in our pages or Facebook, so you can kind of get more of those updated episodes and when we're going to go live and all that kind of stuff. So, I guess does anybody have any last words before we end or whatnot? No.
Have a great
Okay.
week, everyone. Back
Enjoy
here.
your Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, and we hope to see you all again next week. And so, again, keep follow us if you have any questions. Reach out to us, message us. We have our websites in here on our in our screen here. So if you are really interested, you want to get that change, and you feel the urge or the desire to, you can go in any of our links, register, and we can get you all of that information. So until then, we'll see you next week. And again, thank you for watching us today, and for all the audience that's here. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And thank you for the person that are going to watch the replay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See you next Sunday.
See ya.